Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm gonna do an ombre. I haven't done an ombre in what feels like forever, so I grabbed two colors from Modelones. I know, who's surprised? I'm literally obsessed these days. And we're gonna do a little ombre action, and bonus, we're gonna discuss some of y'all's assumptions about me. This should be interesting. I put a post up on my Facebook group and a post on Instagram. I had a subscriber ask me to do a video addressing people's assumptions about me. So that's what we're going to do today. I am going to get into the ombre first, tell you what I'm doing, explain some stuff, and then we'll get into all of y'all's assumptions. Some of it is a little bit juicy. So the first thing I want to mention about an ombre, you can use whatever colors you want, but I find that ombres tend to blend the best when you're using colors that are next to each other, kind of in the rainbow, on the color wheel. Since pink and orange are pretty closely related, they blend beautifully. Wait till you guys see how these turned out. They almost give me like a chameleon shift type vibe when you rotate your nails. It's so beautiful, so much more beautiful in person too. The camera does not do it justice, but we're going to get into it. I am using the gel method today, so I'm going to start out by just applying a thin layer of my gel base coat to the entire nail, and I'm going to cure that for about 10 seconds. I want it to be not runny anymore, but I want it to be only semi-cured for the gel press ombre technique that I'm going to do. So I'm going to pop this in for 10 quick seconds, and then we're going to get ombreing. So now that's been cured for 10 seconds, I realize it's not fully cured. We'll do it again later. I'm going to take my first color on an eyeshadow brush, nothing crazy, just a dollar eyeshadow brush from Amazon. It'll be linked down below. And I'm going to press the acrylic powder onto one half of the nail. That's literally it. I'm just going to press and press and press until I get it exactly how I want it. The first coat is going to be a little bit sheer. We're going to build it up in our second coat, after we dust off excess and do it all over again. But this is going to give you a great base for this ombre, and the blend, wait till you see. I have never done an ombre so perfect as I have with doing this gel press method. If you do not want to use gel polish or gel base coat, if you're a dip base kind of person, I would highly recommend doing the scrub or the tap ombre method. I'll leave those up in the cards in case you want to check that out. But as you can see, I've moved on to the pink on the other side. I'm going to press that into that semi-cured gel. If you need to kind of scrub a little bit to get that blend the way you want it, you can, but I find this just applies so seamlessly and so flawlessly. I really didn't need to do much of that. If you look to the right top corner of the screen, you'll see my color switch. That's what I use when I'm doing ombres with different colors. You just run your brush inside that color switch. I think it was created for eyeshadow, not for anything nail related, but I really like it for dip powder. You can clean up your brush super easily. This is what the first coat looks like, and now we're just going to repeat the process. So I'm going to do another coat of my gel base. I did cure the rest of the way, by the way, before I dusted off excess. So then I'm going to do another coat of the gel base, cure for 10 seconds, and we're going to go in and repeat the ombre one more time. So while we're doing that, let us dive in to some of these assumptions. Oh my gosh. The first one that I saw, and this had me dying laughing, is I assume you're tall. She said, "You sound tall." I don't know. Still cracking up. I don't know what tall sounds like. But I'm not. I'm not tall. I'm actually on the shorter end of the spectrum. I'm 5'3.5", 5'4" on a good day if I've stretched, done some yoga maybe. I'm little. I am a people McNugget. I am condensed awesomeness, as I like to say. So no, I'm not tall at all. I just have a very big personality. That's the tallest part of me, I guess. Another assumption that was mentioned is that I have more than one daughter, which is true. I have two daughters and a son. My son just turned 18. Sigh. My girls are 16 and 14. We're going to get a little deep with the next assumption. Some of these, I'm like, we're all going to need therapy after this. Another assumption was that I care too much about everything, and that is 100% accurate. I've always been the type of person to care way too much about literally everyone, everything. I love hard. That's just the kind of person I am. And the way I see it, I would much rather care too much than not care enough or at all. So I will just always be this way. And if you're like me, let me know down below. And I'm going to move on to the next assumption before, as mentioned, we all need therapy. Although the next assumption kind of coincides, I guess. The next assumption is that I am an optimist, and that is also 100% true. I am a glass half full kind of person always. I don't know. I don't like to dwell on negativity or things that are negative. I rather see the world as beautiful as it is, even on rainy days, because rain helps things grow, right? We're getting deep, but before we get any deeper, let's admire this gorgeous blend. This ombre came out so beautiful, and it was so easy to do. I dusted off all the excess after caring for the rest of the time. 30 seconds is usually pretty good for your gel base coat. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do my second nail. I'm going to do it a little bit quicker, just so you can get another idea if you want to watch it again. If not, you can just, zone out and listen to me talk about y'all's assumptions. The next assumption is that I am the same weirdo in person as I am on YouTube, and I like to think that's true, although some would say that I'm weirder. I don't know if weird is the right word. I'm definitely quirky. I have my moments. I don't mind being a weirdo, and I know I've had a lot of people, not a lot, oh that's a lie, maybe a handful of people comment on videos and say it's tacky or not nice that I refer to people as weirdo. And for those of you who might be new, hi, I'm Marla Kris. I'm going to tell you where that all kind of came from. I didn't have a name for you guys for a long time, and I was racking my brain because I never want to be disingenuous. I want to always remain authentic and, just natural and as to who I am. So a quote that has always stuck with me that kind of came into my mind was a quote by Bill Murray, of all people. And the quote was, "Weirdness is simply a side effect of being awesome." And I dubbed my followers my weirdos because of how incredibly awesome you guys all are. I'm getting emotional. Oh God, here we go. I'm sweating. But that's kind of where the weirdos came from, and it's stuck, and it makes me literally so incredibly happy and so fulfilled and just a ball of joy when I hear you guys refer to yourselves as weirdos. I'm like, I cannot. I don't know how it all happened, but it did, and here we are, and I love every single minute of it, and all of you guys with my heart and my soul and everything in between. Anyway, moving on before I sweat through my t-shirt. I cry through my armpits. We're going to move on to the next assumption. The next assumption is that I have a favorite cat. My cats, I don't know. People say it all the time, and I don't necessarily agree or disagree. People say my animals are my children, and that's fine, to each their own. I have 3 kids, but I have 5 cats, and I do not pick favorites. They're all so different and so sweet and so unique in their own way. I love them all equally but differently, just like the kids. Moving on to the next assumption. It is assumed by someone who will remain nameless, bestie, that I have more hats than shoes. And I'm sorry, but you are mistaken. I have way more shoes. I do have a decent collection of hats, though, because y'all know I love my hats. But shoes, I think I have more shoes. Bags, however, I think shoes and bags are tied for first place because I love a good bag. That was deep. As you can see, I finished the manicure. We're going to get into one last assumption before I release you from captivity. I'm going to have to do a part 2 because I have so many assumptions that were left unanswered today. But the last one, which I'll let y'all judge this one. The last assumption is I squeeze the toothpaste from the middle, and to which I reply, what kind of psychopath do you think I am? Absolutely not. No, not in a million years, nor would my kids. I would sooner see them lose all their teeth than squeeze the toothpaste from the middle. No, ma'am, absolutely not. I'm going to go ahead and get my cuticle oil on. I am obsessed with the way this manicure came out. The blend is so beautiful. The colors go so well together. This is the quintessential summer ombre manicure. I love it. You guys will have to let me know down below what you think. If you have your own assumptions about me, comment down below, let me know, and I'll answer them for you. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.